Question number 34, we have two objects that are both on incline. They're sliding, connected with a string. It's kind of tricky that they give us different coefficients of friction. Look how the coefficient of friction is 0.1 here, but the mass is 2 kilograms. Coefficient of friction is 0.2 here, but the mass is 1 kilogram. Frictions end up being the same. How fun is that? All right, so mg for this one and mg for that one should be double, but I'm just too lazy a little bit here. So force normal for both of them equals to mg cosine. And then we have for this, force of friction is back like that. And for this one, force of friction is the same and it's also back. Again, the same because it's mu kinetic times mg cosine of theta, the general formula. 0.1 times 2 times 9.8. times cosine of 20, or 0.2 times 1 times 9.8 times cosine of 20. It's one and the same. And when you plug it in, it's 1.84 newtons. So we have it twice. And then if I were to write out my Newton's second law for the 2 kilograms, 2 times acceleration should be equal to 2 times 9.8 times sine of 20 minus force of friction and minus tension. But for 1 kilogram, it's 1 times acceleration and it equals tension, because it's dragging it down, plus 1 times 9.8 times sine of 20, and then minus force of friction. Putting these two together, I get 3a equals, tensions cancel, so 1 and 9.8, that's going to be 3 times 9.8 times sine of 20 minus 2 forces of friction, which, like I said, is already the same. And 2 forces of friction, that's going to be, so 3 accelerations should be equal to 3 times 9.8 times sine of 20 minus 2 times 0.2 times 9.8 times cosine of 20. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take acceleration to be equal 9.8, and that is 3 sine of 20 minus 0.4 cosine of 20, all that divided by 3, 2.12 meters per second squared. So from there, tension, I can find either way. So I'm going to do it for 2 kilograms to start. So tension from there is going to be 2 times 9.8 times sine of 20 minus friction and minus 2 times 212, so 424. So then tension is going to be 0.62. By the same token, for 1 kilogram, I should be able to get the same, maybe for rounding purposes a little bit different, but for that one, tension is going to be equal to 212 minus 9.8 sine of 20, and then plus 184, which was friction, 0.61.